I'm Jen Schrader, and this is Behind the Springs, conversations with the people working for you in Colorado Springs, Olympic City, USA. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Winter is just a few weeks away, and it is time to start thinking about snow. Even if you're like me and you're not quite ready for that winter weather, our Public Works Department definitely is. So my guest today is Clint Brown. He is our Street Operations Manager. He's going to share some great information about how our team, or your team, Clint, tackles snowstorms to keep our city moving. So thanks for your time. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's great being on the podcast. So
I appreciate
you inviting me.
So can you begin by telling us what your job entails? What does your team do in the winter versus the summer? What are you guys busy doing year round?
So I'm fortunate enough to be tasked with leading the street department. Right. And that's the name we've had for many years. However, our city's grown and we're far bigger and larger than just a standard street department. Mm-hmm. Our group's a couple hundred employees, over 200, and we handle everything from drainage. We have forestry. We have signs and markings. We take care of all the road signs, the street markings you see on city streets throughout the city. We have a concrete crew. We have 4 different district shops for potholes. And of course, our number one priority, it's snow removal.
Right. So you're not just doing paving and snow removal. You're doing all those other things on the side as well.
We do a lot. We're sort of jack of all trades.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So right now you're sort of transitioning into it's time for winter weather.
That's right.
It's coming soon.
Mother Nature's on its way.
That's right. And so give us an idea of what a typical snowstorm response looks like. I know these are some of the typical questions that you get. How many snowplows are there? How do you prepare? How do you prioritize what you clear? And I know some people may have heard this message before. They think they know the plan in their head, but it's a good refresher for all of us.
It definitely is, because we're getting in that time of year where snow is definitely on its way, especially in Colorado on the Front Range at elevation. For us, we prepare for snow almost year round.
Okay.
We get really serious, obviously, this time of year in the fall, moving into the winter season. We have a snow school that we hold every September. All of our CDL or snow employees will go through snow school, simply brush up on their skills, make sure they're aware of any changes in procedure. And we get prepared simply by going over the materials we're going to use, the vehicles, the methods, and we want to familiarize all of our staff as much as possible so that when snow actually hits, they're ready.
And so how many snow plows do you have, and how do you determine how many go out in a typical?
So typically we have snow managers that are on duty, and it's their job to be watching weather and weather patterns.
Okay.
When we predict winter weather could be in the forecast, we will start preparing ahead of time, and especially depending on the size of the storm or what's expected, and a typical full call out is what we call that.
Is that kind of all hands on deck?
Yeah, it's all hands on deck.
Okay.
So that's worst case scenario. We have a lot of snow coming. That'll be around 50 trucks.
Okay.
That can vary. A lot of storms, we don't need a full call out. And sometimes we'll have storms that simply impact the northern part of the city where it's higher elevation, or the western edge of the city always is a little different to handle. We have a very unique city here in the city of Colorado Springs. All 4 corners of the city are sort of completely different in their geographical makeup. And you can have snow in one section of the city and it can be sunny and pretty in another.
It's really
area.
true.
It very much so is.
Yeah. So sometimes you're only using a portion of that crew.
That's correct.
Okay.
And it's case by case basis. I mean, at times we get a storm that covers the entire city, and it's all hands on deck, and we'll prepare for that, as we need to. It's a case by case basis.
But in terms of which streets are cleared first, is that true no matter what section of the city you're in?
We're always looking at primaries and secondaries. Those are terms we use for the routes that, we want to get to the main roads like Academy, Union, Woodman, roads like that we want to get to first and try to make sure that we have travel that's safe throughout the main parts of the city. Once we get those roads addressed safely, we then move into secondaries, and then we only move into residential areas if there's over 6 inches of snow. And again, that's even a case-by-case basis. One part of town may have 8 inches of snow in residential areas, and another part of town may only have a couple inches. So,
so you're only going to go target that area.
Correct.
Right. Okay. I see.
But all resources, they're dedicated to the main roads first, primaries, secondaries, then we evaluate what's left.
And this may seem like a silly question, but I know it's something we get a lot. What about I-25? What about that's not us?
Well,
can you clarify?
Yes, there's a lot of confusion to general residents.
Yes.
I-25's responsibility of CDOT, Colorado Department of Transportation, also is Powers is as well.
Okay.
24.
And some people don't realize about Powers.
That's accurate. And, 115 on the southwest part of the city as well. Those are all CDOT responsibilities. So now sometimes we will do minor things and integrate with CDOT. Mm-hmm. We have agreements that we cover some minor things for them and they do for us, and we try to work together as neighboring agencies. Mm-hmm. However, those are their responsibility, just like we have our main responsibility as well. And El Paso County also has responsibilities that intermix with the city.
Right, for all the county roads. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Let's talk about snow plows specifically. I know that driving near snow plows can be kind of tricky. If anyone's ever done that, they know. Can you give some tips on? We want our snowplow drivers to be able to do their job. What do residents need to know when they're driving? And I'm not just talking to the new residents. I'm talking to the people who've driven here for years and think they can get around that plow real quick.
This is real easy.
Yeah.
Give us space. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got people in there working hard for you, the citizens. Give them space. You've got big vehicles out here. Oftentimes, slick roads, inclement weather, just give them space. Slow down just a little bit when we have bad weather. Let us do our jobs. We'll get you home safe. Because if they're getting crowded, they're just not able to. Just makes it tougher for them. Right. Especially, when we really are in the middle of a storm. If you can allow them space, let them do their job. They want to get that road cleared just as much as you want to have it cleared. Give them space and they'll do their job for you. And a big part of that, and I know we say this every winter with winter weather driving conditions, is that, give them space, but also give yourself the time to give them the space, and the time that they need to plow. And if you're in a rush, then it really feels stressful and that's no good. Very simple but accurate observation. If you have inclement weather, leave 10 or 15 minutes early if you've got a commute and you have to be out there. Without a doubt, give yourself a little extra time. That'll allow you to give plows space and make sure you can get there safely. Because at the end of the day, we want all of our plow drivers and all of our citizens get where they're going safely and to get home safely. That's the ultimate goal. Absolutely. So let's talk really quick about, this seems kind of silly, but potholes. Even though we're wrapping up paving season, I know that it would be beneficial if you could talk to our listeners a little bit about the freeze-thaw cycles that Colorado is so known for. So it gets really cold, then it warms up again and back and forth. And that's a wonderful part of Colorado because we get these warm days and these breaks from the cold. But what does that mean for our streets? And can you talk about how you approach that? Ultimately, freeze-thaw cycles extreme right here in the Colorado Springs area, right where our belt is. We get a lot of freezing and thawing. That results in roads that are constantly moving and fluctuating. That allows water to penetrate cracks and it creates problems. So road maintenance here, it can be challenging at times, and that does result in potholes. They're inevitable in this type of climate. Another thing to consider, our city's experienced rapid growth. So we've added a lot of lane miles over the years. So there's a lot of responsibility for our pothole crews. When you really look at the volume of lane miles and physical asphalt that's on the ground, our guys have a lot of responsibilities. So it's their goal to fix potholes, as fast as reasonably possible, also do so in a quality way. But the fact is, there's a lot of them. So we want to do our best to take care of that for our citizens. And we encourage our citizens, use our GoCOS app and absolutely report potholes when you see them. Let us know where they're at. And we'll do our absolute best to get out there in a timely manner and try to get them fixed for you. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Good reminder about the app. Anything else that you want to share for folks to remember, or myths or tips or anything that you get a lot that you want to share? Our city's grown a lot, and I really care about the employees of our department. It takes a special person to really come in and work for the street department. All it takes from someone it's a year-long commitment, but for 7 months out of the year, these employees are on call at a moment's notice. If winter weather is coming in, they're paged and they have an hour to respond, and they got to get ready for 12-hour shifts until a storm is finished.
Doesn't matter if it's the middle of the night. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday.
12 hours on, 12 hours off until the storm is completed. And I want you to picture that if you yourself was asked to come in middle of the night, get in a big truck, go out in bad weather, and start trying to treat roads for the citizens. That's asking a lot out of people. And I am so grateful that we have the type of employees we do that have done this. They don't just do it year in and year out. I've got employees who've been doing this 20, 30 years. And it's a lifestyle, and they care about this town. And, sometimes it's easy to complain because you don't see something happening fast enough. Mm-hmm. Remember, the people that are working for you, they care about what they do, and they're trying to serve you, the citizens of our city.
A good message. Yes. And remember, there's somebody in that big snowplow.
Absolutely. They got families they want to go home and see too.
They want to go home too. Yes, that's great. Clint, thank you. That's really great information. I want people to remember to follow the City of COS on social media. That's a great place to receive those updates during snowstorms. Also, great idea for everyone to sign up for peak alerts. Peakalerts.org is the website. And in case of a serious storm or weather-related emergencies, you're going to get notifications right to your phone. So really, your phone is key in all this. You want to get the Go COS app. That's a great place to report potholes and some other issues that you might see out there, maybe a lights out, whatever. And then it's also a great place, your phone, to get those peak alerts so that you know when a serious storm is coming or when there's some other emergency.
Absolutely.
That helps your drivers as well, because sometimes the direction is just stay off the roads altogether.
Quality community engagement's vital to our success. Citizens are out there with eyes on the ground and also looking at the weather. And if you see something, let us know.
Right.
Use our apps, use the ways to report things, and we will do our best to get out there and take care of business.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Clint. And winter's coming, ready or not, people. So we hope that you can get as ready as possible. Our crews are definitely ready. And thank you so much for joining us for Behind the Springs. Have a great day.